Hey guys, so today is going to be an updated pregnancy vlog. I actually haven't done one of these in a few weeks now. I feel like over a month, and I think it actually has been over a month, which I'm sorry about, but not like a ton had changed in between there until now. So according to my baby bump app, I am 25 weeks, day 7. Tomorrow I will be 26 weeks. So is that your second trimester? No, I think 27 weeks is going into the 3rd trimester. So anyway, it actually says I have 99 more days, which is crazy because we are out of the 3-digit day mark. So so for this, it says that baby is a size of a rutabaga, 13.5 inches, and that she weighs 1.5 pounds. And so yeah, my uterus is the size of a soccer ball, in case you guys wanted to know that. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and start to talk about my symptoms that I've been having. So leading up to this, I really haven't had much shortness of breath other than like my average, because I'm big, I get out of breath quite easily. We have 2 floors, you know, walking up the stairs and stuff like that has been pretty uneasy on my breathing. But as far as like everyday breathing and stuff like that, I don't get out of breath as easily as I did before. I have felt a ton, I don't know if this is a symptom, but I have felt a ton of movement. Madeline has been kicking away, sometimes in places she shouldn't be kicking, like my bladder, and it feels like my bladder is gonna pop out any second. But yeah, she has been kicking definitely a lot. We actually, Andres, I have felt movement for weeks now, for a long time, but Andres actually just was able to feel the movement outside of my tummy right around 24 weeks, so almost 2 weeks ago. I was laying in bed and I was kind of just looking at my tummy and I was like, I feel like she's kicking me really, really strong. You know, he should be able to feel it. So sure enough, he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm looking at her kick because I want to see if I can see my tummy move. Sure enough, I could see my tummy move. It was so neat. I couldn't believe it. It was like just like boop, 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 like little bumps. And he was like, I want to, you know, I want to see, because he, poor thing, he had felt my belly every single day, like every second that he could, to see if he could feel a kick for like 6 weeks and nothing. So I just, you know, I had to tell him I don't think she's strong enough yet, and besides I'm bigger, she has, you know, more layers of fat to kick through. So I just told him to be patient, and he was. And finally, about 24 weeks in the morning, I was laying down and he was able to put his hands on my belly and he could feel her kick. So that was really, really special for him. I was so excited for him. Emmy has yet to feel her kick though, but I think that's just because she doesn't have much patience right now. She's 3.5. She doesn't, you know, she doesn't really quite grasp the concept yet. She understands she's going to have a little sister. She doesn't understand that she'll be in there till October and why she's in there. So she doesn't understand that she's going to kick her. You know, she doesn't get it. Not yet, at least. Other symptoms that I've been having, my linea negra has actually gotten a little bit darker, not too dark. I can't say, I've watched plenty of pregnancy vlogs and I feel like women who have medium to darker skin tones definitely get the line a lot heavier than I've been getting it. To me, honestly, it kind of just looks like a tiny tan line. It doesn't look like anything that would be out of the ordinary, and I'm pretty far along now, so I would think that it would have showed up by now, or it's probably just going to get darker as time goes on. But so far, nothing like that. I talked about this a bit on my beauty channel. I haven't really been getting too many stretch marks, other than the ones that I've already had prior to getting pregnant. I haven't really seen any new ones since, so we'll see, because I'm sure that is going to change. I am just counting the weeks down and thanking the Lord every week that I don't get a new one, because I have heard that those big stretch marks toward the end really hurt and they can be uncomfortable. So I'm not looking forward to that, but hopefully by using the products that I've been using, it's been okay and will continue to be okay for my belly. Last symptom I think that I've really had is heartburn, and I wouldn't even say it's heartburn because I don't have any like regurgitation, acidic feeling in my throat. I honestly feel like my food is sitting on my chest. And it's funny because I hadn't felt this since the 1st trimester. Like in the very, very beginning, I felt like I had my food sitting on my chest. And then for a good like 10-12 weeks there, I didn't feel much, and then now the last couple weeks I really have been feeling it sitting on my chest. So I have to be careful what I drink and what I eat, because some things make it happen more than others. Like orange juice is horrible. I love orange juice, but it makes me burp and it tastes gross. So I have to really be careful for that one. Oh, and then one more symptom I think that I have really been struggling with is swelling on my left foot in particular. I brought it to the doctor's attention. She really wasn't concerned. She said that the swelling that I had was normal, which I knew it was normal, but it still kind of bothered me that it was happening, because sometimes it would make my foot hurt. And fitting into shoes like today, I don't have any swelling at all, but some days it was just to the point where I'm like, what the heck, my foot looks like a little sausage foot. And I know it's just going to get worse over time. So really, I've been blessed. I can't say that I've had too many struggles at all, really, other than those symptoms that I've already told you. Okay, so weight gain and doctor's visits. Ugh. I like don't even want to talk about this. I'm just beating myself up over it. But anyway, I had a doctor's visit July 1st. The one previous to that was June 3rd. That was the day that we got to find out the gender of Madeline, now that we know it's Madeline. And then my next appointment was July 1st, which was just like a week and a half ago. So yeah, during that visit, pretty much the only thing that I had to do that visit was my glucose test. Other than that, it was just a normal checkup. I didn't have a sonogram, ultrasound, nothing like that. So I went in, and of course, the first thing they do is take your weight and all that, your blood pressure, all that good stuff. So I had felt like I was going to gain some weight. I wasn't sure how much, but I had definitely noticed my appetite increasing, and not even increasing like in a bad way, substantially, because I mean, I'm a bigger girl, so I can eat already. I never really had a problem eating and since the first trimester. It just was, I don't know, I felt like I needed to eat more often, but I was getting full quicker. So like I would sit down for a meal and I would eat half of what I usually eat, but then like an hour later I felt like I was famished, like no one had fed me in days. So I felt like I was going to gain weight, and sure enough, I gained 8 pounds. I could not believe it. My jaw about dropped to the floor. In 4 weeks, I had gained 8 freaking pounds. I was like, oh my god. And it's not even the weight gain that I'm gaining weight that's bothering me. It's the fact that up until this point, you know, I'm 6.5 months now, and I hadn't gained any weight at all. So to gain 8 pounds in 1 month was like scary to me. You know, I don't want to be 40 pounds or 50 pounds heavier at the end of this and have an unsafe pregnancy and an unnatural delivery or anything like that. Like, I want to try and do what I can to stay healthy for baby. So I told Andres, I was like, oh my god, what happened? Like, what the heck happened? Because I had been doing so good walking and stuff, and all of a sudden just went to crap. So my doctor actually said, we got to hear the heartbeat. It was a healthy 134. She checked me. She said my sizing, my uterus sizing, everything was perfect. You know, she told me about the swelling, everything like that. I did have to take the glucose test, which they automatically do at 24 weeks. This is where you drink the 50 milligrams of glucose in this like nasty orange concoction. You have to drink it in under 5 minutes, and if you do that, they test your blood an hour later, and if your glucose comes within normal range, they don't do anything after that. If it doesn't, they send you for a longer glucose test, and so on and so forth. I had actually had to have a glucose test done in the beginning of my pregnancy because my glucose was like, I think it was like an 84 and the tops is 100. So even though it was within normal ranges, she wanted to just make sure, because you know, when you're pregnant, everything is heightened, so doctor just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to get any worse, and it ended up being fine. So I haven't got my results back for this one yet. I'm hoping that everything's okay. Cross my fingers, I hope. If not, I will just have to deal with what I have to deal with and move on from there. But anyway, that aside, she told me, without me even mentioning my weight gain, she said, you know, I'm really proud of you. You've done really well on your weight gain. You have about 3 months left, and you really haven't gained much at all. And I'm like, what do you mean I haven't gained anything? I was like, I just gained 8 pounds. Like, are you looking at my chart? And she was like, yeah, I'm not too pleased with you gaining 8 pounds in a month's time, but overall you've actually only gained 6.5, because remember from the time before I was actually 1.5 pounds smaller than what I was on my very first visit. So she's like, you've only gained 6.5 and I don't want you to gain more than 15. So just kind of watch yourself, you know, from here on out. She's like, but actually I'm really proud of you. You've done really well. So I was like, okay, good. My anxiety kind of was relieved, because I was really like, 8 pounds is a lot for a normal person to gain, and then a heavy pregnant woman is, to me, it was worrisome. So I was glad to hear that she was okay. She just told me to watch it. So since I have been from that appointment, I've been trying really, really hard to get back into walking regularly, watching what I'm eating. Even if I'm hungry, I'm trying to choose. I'm not starving myself by any means, but I'm trying to choose better snacks. Like, I have been really loving the Chobani Greek yogurt with mango or pomegranate, and I put some fresh granola in it, and just choosing that kind of stuff as a snack versus candy and Rice Krispie treats and licorice and whatever else I can get my hands on. And I've also excuse me, been trying to portion myself, because I have been eating more often. I'm trying to put less in front of my face to begin with, so that I don't feel obligated to eat it all. And I know that in an hour or 2 hours I'm going to be getting another snack. So I've been trying to do that, and so far I feel really, really good about myself. I feel a lot better in this last week and a half than the whole month prior that I did, because I can definitely feel how sluggish it makes me when I'm stuffing my face with whatever I want, especially versus eating, you know, more light snacks, simpler meals, not as heavy. Like, I don't need freaking half a box of macaroni type thing. So anyway, my next appointment is July 29th, which is exactly 4 weeks from this past appointment that I had. And then after that, it'll be every 2 weeks up until like the last month, when it's every week. So hopefully this next 4 weeks, I'm okay with not losing the weight that I gain. I just don't want to gain any more, not past that 15 that the doctor really recommends that I gain. Before I get into maternity buys, I want to talk about cravings. I mentioned in my last pregnancy vlog that I hadn't had any cravings, but a lot of you asked me if I had just been eating stuff that was out of the ordinary, and I actually have, which is, I'd never even thought about that as a craving, because I still haven't had any cravings. None. Like, I have not since my Rice Krispie treat craving, where it wasn't even really a craving, I just wanted one. Oh, I guess that's a craving. What am I saying? But since then, I really haven't had cravings like, oh my god, I need to eat this, I need to eat this. Like, and so many people cater to me, because they're like, well, you're pregnant, what do you feel like? And I'm like, oh, I don't even know, like, nothing sounds good. So ever since then, I feel like I haven't been craving anything, but I have, however, like you guys mentioned, been eating stuff that is out of my ordinary than what I was eating before I was pregnant. Like, for Christmas, my mom always makes, or for Thanksgiving, my mom always makes candied yams or sweet potatoes or stuff like that. I cannot stand them. They are disgusting to me. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. So gross. I have been eating freaking sweet potatoes everywhere I go. Like, my grandma makes the most healthy. If I could eat at my grandma's every day, I would be losing weight, let me tell you, because my grandma is such a healthy cooker. We go to dinner to her house like once a week. She's been making sweet potatoes for me every week. So super sweet. Love them. They are to die for. I don't even need anything in them. No butter, no salt, no pepper, nothing. Just the sweet potato, and they're so freaking good. And then, like, any restaurant we go to, especially a steakhouse, I feel like steakhouses do, I don't like red meat at all. I mean, I'll eat a burger now and then, but no steak for me. Disgusting. Andres loves steak, so every once in a while I'll cater to him, since he always caters to me. And I've been getting sweet potatoes everywhere I go. So that's definitely one thing that I have been eating a lot more of. Greek yogurt. I liked Greek yogurt before, but I feel like it has been heightened since I've got pregnant, especially the Chobani one that I mentioned earlier. They're pretty expensive for like an individual pack, but they are so good. And the Greek yogurt used to have such a tangy flavor to me, and now I really like it. And some things that I used to love prior to pregnancy that I really don't like now is bananas. for some reason bananas have just, like, the thought of eating a banana just kind of grosses me out. And I love bananas, so it has nothing to do with the taste. I think it has to do with the texture of it, and I'm not sure why. But those are the types of things that have kind of changed since being pregnant. So I'm not sure if it'll change back when I'm not pregnant or if it'll stay the same. I don't really know, but I never really thought about that until you guys mentioned it. So that's kind of neat to think that it has changed somewhat in that aspect. Okay, so as far as maternity buys, I actually did buy a bunch of maternity clothes, including the outfit that I'm wearing today, from Destination Maternity or Motherhood Maternity or Pina Pod, whatever you want to call it, because they're all the same company. I spent quite a bit of money because I had no clothes that were fitting me anymore, so I had to go get some stuff. I'm actually going to do an entire haul video because it is literally like $300 worth of clothes, so I'm just going to do an entire haul video because if I put it in here it'll be way too long. So go check that out on my beauty channel. I also am going to be doing a baby haul. I have everything set up over there so far of gifts that we've already received or stuff that Andres and I have bought for Miss Madeline, so I think that'll be really cute. That way we can talk about my registry and stuff like that in case you guys are interested, which by the way I already registered. Thank you guys so much for all of your help on Facebook and Twitter with what I should and shouldn't register for. We registered at Babies R Us and Target. I had posted the link to it so that you guys could check it out and let me know if I needed anything additional, and I did actually have to go back and add some stuff to that, so thank you for that. So anyway, also I forgot to mention, I posted the video right before this one of our pregnancy struggles. I know a ton of you had asked for that video, and I am so glad that it has helped and comforted so many of you. I have gotten so many tweets and Facebook messages and emails and all kinds of stuff from you guys just thanking me, and I really do appreciate that because it is something that is super personal to us, and I just feel like I was happy to share it with you guys. So I will post all those videos, anything that has to do with pregnancy, I'll post down below so that in case you haven't watched it, this is the first video that you're watching, you can catch up. And I'm going to show you guys my belly real quick. So here is my belly, almost 26 weeks. It is hard as a rock. I cannot suck it in anymore. It's just like sticking out. I feel like I am a lot bigger than I should be, especially when I wear shirts like this that make me look super wide, but I just thought it was so cute I couldn't pass it up. I feel like I am a lot bigger than I should be, but I guess you can't compare from woman to woman because everybody's body is different. But there is Madeline right there. I feel like I'm about ready to pop any day now, and I still have 3 months. It's crazy, crazy feeling. But yeah, there it is. Alright, so that was the end of my pregnancy vlog for almost week 26. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any specific questions. Just like always, I'll be happy to answer them in my next pregnancy vlog. But until then, I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye!